Good morning, Mesh. Catch us on Twitter as @Mashallah Speaks. IG, it will be the man Yonela. Catch us on Facebook as Yonela Mashallah. Good morning, Mash After Jog Thoughts. My name is Uyonela Mashalaba, aka the iceberg that never broke. Again, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. We are Mashalaba Speak. On IG, we are the man Yonela. On Facebook, it's Uyonela Mashalaba. Today, we decided to bring you guys on site to one of our scientists who decided to develop their own hand sanitizer. And we just thought it was important to bring this particular article to you guys live on Good Morning Mash. Right now next to me, I'm standing with Dr. Foster, Nicole Foster. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good. It was very impressive when we read through the article. For the first time, I saw it last week, and we realized that we had scientists in Nelson Mandela University that were not just sitting, that were actually doing realistic stuff. In my mind, scientists develop theories and whole lots of other weird stuff, but there's something practical, a practical product that we can actually use on a daily basis. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, well, the university approached us and asked us whether we would be able to make hand sanitizer for the use at the university due to the general shortage of sanitizer in the country. The sanitizer is going to be used at the key entrances to the university to spray the hands of visitors and staff and students entering the university and at the different buildings. When we got approached by the university, we said yes, we will be able to do that. We want to do our bit as well to help curb this virus. So we said yes, let's see what we have here. So we developed a formula in the lab based on the common knowledge of what goes into hand sanitizers, and also I myself am a formulation chemist, so using my own experience in formulating. We then developed the recipe in the lab and then decided to use this pilot scale to scale up the production. We had to source ingredients. The main issue that we had facing us was the shortage of alcohol in the country. So we've decided to see what do we have on campus itself, and we found out that we still had 500 liters of ethanol at our chemical stores. So we immediately procured this, had it delivered to our site, so we could start production immediately on the last Monday.
Okay, we did read about the challenges that you guys face in terms of getting the necessary resources for this. In terms of your daily routine of things, how did this particular innovation that you had to come up with in terms of like you said, the methods to come up, how did it differ from your daily cycle of operations in this particular center?
Well, this is completely extra what we normally do. We're an institute for applied chemical research, so we have lots of other projects that are funded by a government like TIA and the DST. And we also have courses that we offer here. But of course, at the moment, with the university academic program being suspended, we had the time to jump in and do this work, which normally wouldn't be in our daily operation. So because it's an emergency situation, we decided we'd have to prioritize this task and get it done for the university.
Okay. So from my understanding, it's that the hand sanitizer would not necessarily be available to the general public for purchase, but for the use of the university itself?
Yes, that is currently the situation. I'm not sure what the university will decide to do if they feel they have more than they need, but that is up to the university's management to decide.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Dr. Nicole, would you please take us through the process, and hopefully we'll get a chance to speak to the director as well. I can see he's busy behind us. I'm not sure what that process is itself.
Okay, so this is just basically the alcohol being pumped into the reactor. So that is just basically a way to measure the amount, the volume that we need. Okay, so you can see it's graduated in liters. Okay, and then this then drops into the reactor vessel. So the alcohol gets pumped in there as well as the water. And then the other ingredients that are smaller quantities just get added into one of these ports. Okay. And then there's a mixer that just mixes everything together. Okay. Now, all of this is under a closed system because alcohol is very flammable, so this makes it a very safe procedure rather than working with open buckets and open containers. Right. And at the bottom we have a tap where we dispense the products at the end into the bottles.
Okay. So right after that particular process right there, can you take us there, Zimi, to that process right there? So right after that process, is it ready after it comes out of this tube to be used as hand sanitizer? Yes, that is the final product. Okay, all right. Okay, can we have a moment with that director? Could you please give us your name and surname, sir?
It's Gary Dugmore.
Okay, thank you so much. How difficult was it to get this team together to start this process?
Not difficult at all. So we were able to do this pretty quickly. Within a couple of hours we had everybody together and started figuring out what we had to do. Our biggest problem has been sourcing raw materials. Yeah.
Okay, I heard there was a shortage of ethanol. Was that like a national shortage or just university?
It appears to be a national shortage, so I think all people have tried to make their own hand sanitizer and very quickly bought up the stocks.
Okay, that's a very interesting process. They almost look like some distillation process. Is that like pure alcohol?
Yeah, what we're filling in right now is pure isopropanol. Okay. So this is just a header tank. So we're doing what's called a vacuum transfer. We put the tank under vacuum and then we suck in the alcohol, fill the tank up to the amount that we need. And then we release the vacuum and we drop it in straight into the reactor to be mixed with other ingredients.
Okay, so basically the reactor just mixes the alcohol with other ingredients. Does it cook it? What happens?
No. So this is just a blending operation. Although we can do chemical reactions in this reactor, we're using it just making hand sanitizer is just simply blending of a couple of materials in the right proportions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So to prevent it from burning, is there would it have any burning sensation if it wasn't mixed proper?
No, if you get the right proportions, unless you've got a cut in your skin or something, then any alcohol is going to have a burning feeling.
Okay.
But no, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much. To us, when we really heard about this, we as Good Morning Mash, we thought this is the time that this should come out to students to know that scientists are not just weird people in labs, because I was just telling Dr. Nicole earlier on in terms of the theories that students have about this particular place, because we've never really seen people come out or in, so you don't want to know the interesting theories, but finally something practical, something that the students can relate to actually came out of this particular center, and we're grateful for that.
We can be weird in all places, not just the lab.
Okay, so
science is fun.
Science is fun.
It really is, and it's practical. This is the end of science. So it starts in the laboratory with concepts and theories and stuff, but it always ends up in a product.
Thank you so much. This was very much of a privilege for us as Good Morning Mash. We thank you guys for your time. I know you guys are very busy trying to keep the nation healthy, because this is one of the processes that you guys have decided to embark on to keep the curve flat, as every scientist, every expert out there has been saying. The whole point of this process is to prevent as many people from getting the virus as possible, and to make sure that hospitals are able to take in as minimum amount of patients at a time as possible. So this is your contribution to keeping the curve flat. And from Good Morning Mash, we'd like to say thank you to the Nelson Mandela University scientists. We really appreciate your efforts. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
The dab. Thank you guys.